talk a little bit about the trim saw today. This one happens to be part of the matrix system for Black & Decker. So the head here pops off and you can put a bunch of different heads on this. They used to sell them at Menards, but they don't anymore, but you can order it online. And you can put a drill here, a driver. You can put like an air compressor for your tires. But I use it for the trim saw, and this is, if I had to pick just one tool besides a drill and a driver to own, this would probably be it. It has just been so handy for me in so many situations. It works like a circular saw, but it's a lot smaller, and I feel a lot more in control of it. It doesn't have the kickback that I found like circular saws always do. And it has this little guide here, which again, I know circular saws have, but I feel like they're never accurate. And on this one, it's actually very accurate. So I really like the control that I have when I use this. The only drawback to it is with a circular saw, you can cut a 2x4 or whatever. With this, you can't do anything thicker than a 1x. So anything thicker than 3/4, it won't be able to cut. The other limitation for any sort of round saws have to make straight cuts. They are only to make straight cuts. So same thing here with the miter saw, it's gonna make a straight cut. There are other kinds of saws like the jigsaw where you can make some more angled cuts, but not for this. So, but I can still make an angled cut like that using my trim saw. Show you on this one, it has a little safety, otherwise you could just pull the trigger. So you have to pull the safety and then you pull the trigger and it starts running. You wanna make sure that the foot is flat down on here and then it's not already touching the wood. So I'm gonna bring it back and I'm actually gonna line it up with the blade and this line and make sure that they're all right on that line that I'm about to cut. Or since I know that this is my good part, I'm gonna make sure that they're just maybe slightly over to that side of the line, okay? So I like the amount of control that I have on this one. I'm gonna get it all lined up. I'm gonna get it running. And then I'm gonna use that guide to help me. Something that I could have done with a miter saw, right? Because it's just one shortcut, although I might not be sure of exactly what that angle is. But if I were using like a pretty big piece of plywood, if you come over here, in our next workshop, we're actually gonna cut this angle with the trim saw because you really cannot do that with the miter saw. So it does the same thing, I just showed it to you on a smaller scale.